is evil. It is between two sides. One side who wishes to take away every single God. Difference of opinion does not mean difference of principle. We have been called by many names, brethren of the same principle, Thomas Jefferson. But I tell you this, we are no longer of the same principle. We are no longer of the same morals. We are not even allowed to call out what is good and what is evil. It is between two sides. One side who wishes to take away every single God-given constitutional right you have, disarm its citizens, legalize murder, and create a dystopian police state-controlled society. The other side wishes to protect every single sacred honor our founding fathers held dear when they wrote those famous words, "We the people under God." Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to enter into a stage where we have to ask ourselves whether we follow the laws that were created unjustly or whether we break the law in the name of liberty, freedom, justice for all. It is about to get very, very complicated, and we need to start opening our eyes to the truth. You may not like me. I really don't care. You may not acknowledge that what I'm saying is the truth. That is your problem. But you will never be able to silence my voice. You will never be able to silence the silent majority who is sick and tired of being pushed around because we were silent. I tell the silent majority, moderates, middle wingers, and fence sitters this. Ask yourself what future you want. Socialist, communist, fascism, Marxist run terror where we're not even allowed to defend ourselves anymore, and where the police, where guns, where our military, where anything that we could defend ourselves is made illegal or gone or goes to the rich and powerful who can afford it? Or do we want to bring back the country, the greatest country in the world, the last stand for true liberty, true freedom, and true justice for all? And the answer is very clear. Donald Trump was never a politician. He hasn't been in DC for 4 decades like Joe Biden. He made us promises and he kept them. He was a businessman who doesn't mess around and cut around the corner. He got the job done. Can he be abrasive and a little bit annoying and quite sassy? Yes, he can. But I didn't hire him because he spoke eloquently. I hired him because he got the job done. He didn't sugarcoat anything, and he didn't butt around the corner and make himself more powerful in the process. For those of you who don't know, Donald Trump has given up every single one of his paychecks. His most recent one is going to the Park Service to fix all the destruction that the BLM and Antifa and Democrats have done. We are about to enter into a society where lawlessness, chaos, and a controlled police state might be the new normal. Well, I tell you this, I am done with the new normal. I'd rather die fighting for a country that my ancestors fought and died for, and that so many of our men and women are still fighting and dying for. I will not go down without a fight. You can promise, you can bet your life on that. November, we will have a very, very easy decision. But whether people acknowledge that decision is up to you. The American people, who like it or not, are Americans, and that is a privilege that most of the world wishes for. We need to re-elect Donald Trump this fall. Because I can tell you, if Joe Biden gets elected, not only will we be entering into a state of chaos and disorder, we will be entering into what I can say is the end of America. Either way, America will still burn. If Donald Trump wins, y'all will be pissed off and want to burn the country down. But if Joe Biden wins, he'll be leading the arson. The silent majority is done being silent. I am done being censored because I spoke truth. I am done being censored because I put my opinion out for the world to see. And I know most of you agree with me. I know most of you are scared. I know most of you have blue friends and blue family and blue towns and blue states, and you're scared to speak up. Well, I tell you this, have courage. This is not over yet. Show love, speak truth. Politics can't save you. It never will. All I know is heaven, America, is the closest to hell Christians will ever get. But heaven, Everything that we see around us now is the closest to heaven the atheists and non-believers will ever get. That is the only thing that keeps me going every day, knowing that I have a place alongside the king of the galaxies, of the mountains, of the country, of the world, of the galaxies. I'm a child of the king, and that is the only thing that keeps me going. Not Donald Trump, not the conservatives, not the silent majority, not the fact that I will always still use my Second Amendment when it comes to defending myself and my family. It's God. And I can tell you this, Earth, America, we will never be perfect. We never were perfect. But as our founding fathers wisely said, all we can do is try to better ourselves, better our country, and better the world. Ask not what your country can do to you, but what you can do for your country. And right now, half our country is asking for handouts, is asking for a war to break out, is asking for destruction and chaos of the greatest nation in the world that I would happily take a bullet for if it meant that the greatest nation, that liberty, freedom, and justice, that our founding fathers, that our Bill of Rights, that our Constitution and Declaration of Independence would live on for the future generations if we even make it to that point. We have a choice this November. We can vote a man into office who has spent the past 40 years destroying every single political platform that he stepped on, who has made promise after promise and never ever fulfilled them, who has run for president multiple times and failed. Or we can vote a man into office who made us promises and kept them, who didn't sugarcoat things, who didn't beat around the bush, who got the job done, and he got it done with a sense of sass and class. Vote red this November. Do your research. Go to DuckDuckGo. Go use those browsers. But I can tell you this, Facebook, Google, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, I dare you to try to silence me because I am not going anywhere. And that goes for a lot of us. Trump 2020, everybody. I hope the rest of you make the right decision.